I can
Couple
show them
ideas.
off, and then we can decide from there.
And we can start building. Or I can watch you build.
You can build vicariously through me. How's that?
Thanks, that's great. As if I don't have city skylines already.
Great.
This game does not do well with loading.
Oh, and we're up. We're up for the entire world to see. How do we even start off this exciting and thrilling podcast where I'm not going to talk I don't have a lot to talk about, because Megan was the guy who watched the dev stream.
Well, if you're up for longer than 4 hours, I hear you should go to the emergency room.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, it was there. I couldn't ignore it.
That joke was a little stiff.
It's 4 hours worth of erections. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Church of Chonkwij podcast. That seems like a strong note to start off on. I'm John
you're welcome.
Squid Heart, OmegaConstruct, I'm the Masami Squid, and I'm Squid Harrington.
All because you couldn't spell squirt.
All because.
In 3 months? I think in 3 months this shit will be have been going on for a year.
Nice. Let's keep it up. Good job, everybody.
This is so, yeah, this is... I can't believe we're not trending on Twitter. Who are we kidding? I can totally believe it. Anyway, well, yeah, welcome everybody to the Church of Chonkwij. I already did it. Never mind, fuck it. It was great.
We'll do it live.
It was a great week for gaming. Some great stuff in gaming happened, namely Warframe. All right, 2-minute mark. Warframe. I did not watch the dev stream. I don't know. I have no idea what I was doing. Elbow deep in something, covered in grease.
Well, had DevStream announced the next major... Well, not announced. They previewed the next major update, which drops in 2 days.
This isn't even on their website yet. The latest notes on their website are still 32.1. This is breaking. This is breaking news.
So yeah, it's going to be the Lewis Prey update, and included with it are going to be some new missions and stuff happening on Lua. So anybody listening out there, you need to finish your War Within quest and unlock all that stuff. It's coming with a new Warframe, Varuna, the wolf frame, and furries everywhere are masturbating furiously.
Gross.
Yeah, it's pretty awful. And there's been a whole bunch of quality of life changes that are getting added. There was some cool shit. Pablo appeared remotely. Well, he appeared displaced in time through some pre-recorded videos, going over a rework for Ureli, going over a rework for Grendel. There's been some tweaks to Trinity. There's 2 new Tenet weapons coming out. The Tenet Plinks and the Tenet Ferox. The Plinks will be from the Sisters, and the Ferox will be from Ergo. So more hollow keys, yay. Let's see, what other kind of interesting stuff do we got? Oh, the quality of life change. They've actually added an armor indicator on enemies, so that we can tell how much of their armor we have stripped, instead of it just being yellow and not knowing until it's gone and it turns red.
Juicy.
Let's see, anything else down the list? Yeah, quality of life stuff, Grendel rework, yearly changes, Conclave changes. Yeah, all 3 people who play Conclave are very happy about that. Self-damage has been delayed. They are still planning on introducing some new incarnation, some new version of self-damage, but they have not done it yet. They want to make sure they get it right, so that is going to be delayed.
Just make it so that Chroma is the only frame who can self-damage himself. That's all you need.
They actually said that
literally all.
Self-damage probably won't be coming until after Duvry Paradox. But Let's see, there's a Zaku deluxe skin that looks pretty neat. There's a new Lotus skin that is thematically kind of linked to the new Zaku skin, which is pretty cool. Some new glyphs, it's just new cool Zaku shit. A couple new void shell skins have been dropped: Frost Mag and Grendel. Let's see. Oh, Tennobomb's coming back in December. Yay!
Of course it is.
More bullshit they were pretending to be excited about that we don't all hate is more crossplay bullshit. They're hoping to get all platforms connected by the end of the year. No word on the ugly ass icons or the chance to get fucking rid of them, but we'll see.
Yeah, DE, stop segregating the communities. We're all Warframe players. Who the fuck cares what we're playing on?
Like, I'm all for crossplay, but like,
I love crossplay. Love this. Love this for the game.
If I want to know, either give me the option to toggle it on or off, or just like, if I want to know what platform someone's on, I'll go to their profile. Like, that's
Kirby's
acceptable.
here. What's up, Kirby?
Hey, Kirby. Oh yeah,
we're talking about the Warframe updates. Yep. All right. And
finally, Baruch Prime.
Oh, no kidding. We get Baruch Prime. All right. I'm all for it.
Yes, indeed. But there's also going to be a few more arcanes coming out. Of course, Varuna is going to have her signature weapons. She's getting an axe and a sniper.
So the axe I found funny because I actually tuned into the stream long enough to get my drop. Even though I don't really play Warframe much. I figured, hey, Umbral Forma, might as well go ahead and grab it. But the axe, it's funny that the axe is named Sarafang because there is an axe wielding orc who was the head of the army in Warcraft. He used a gigantic axe and his name was Varrock Sarafang.
Did you want to ask him a question about it?
No, I don't want to axe Varrock. Oh my god. Why? Why are you like this? Why? Okay, Omega, that one pained me. Normally, I don't mind them, but Omega, that one pained me.
Yeah,
Way
it's
to
like
go, Masami.
it's not even trying.
That was supposed to hurt, by the way.
Well, it did. It gave me a splitting headache.
It's a good sting. All right, so yeah, in true DE fashion, references to other games that are popular within the studio.
They showed some video of Duviri Paradox, and you're fucking riding around on a horse.
Yeah, I know the horse one.
I don't comment in dev streams and shit because like there's a million people and everybody's dropping comments all over the place, and it's on timed or slow mode, so you can only say something every 30 seconds, so it doesn't fucking matter anyway. So what I was pretty much doing the whole time was just every 30 seconds spamming the same message of let me turn off crossplay icons, some variation of that, until they got to the Duviri Paradox shit where your operator's riding around on a horse, and I just typed in, this isn't fucking Warframe. Well, I didn't say fucking because Twitch is, can't say that. I was just like, this isn't Warframe. Sorry, we don't horses in Warframe.
If we had better production values, I would tell our crew running this to smash cut to the footage of me from approximately 6 months ago, basically raging about how, hey, everybody loves Red Dead Online, right? That fucking shit show where players just come out of nowhere and fucking waste you. Well, why not have Red Dead Online in Warframe? We'll call it the Duviri Paradox. And lo and behold, we're riding around on horses in our operators.
Damn it, Doc!
I'm sure there will be tasks to do.
Why do you, in the words of Jeff Daniels from the newsroom, why do you have to be so goddamn right so all the time?
because those were back in the days when DE was run by Steve, and I know exactly how Steve thinks. These days, I'm not sure how Reb's thinking is working these days, but I'll say the last couple updates for Warframe I kind of love just because Steel Path Fisher missions went a long way with me. A super long way. And Omega dicking around with the new arcanes that are on the Zeraman also went a long way for me. So, just those two things in general are I'm head over heels in love with. But yeah. Not exactly sure what the master plan is, what they're working towards here. It seems like the power creep is sort of unaffected. That's still happening. Can't wait to see how the new Warframe can be utilized to break various aspects of the game. I assume it will be super sweet, so that a lot of people pick it up and play it. I don't think that Styanax has gotten a lot of love, but I could be wrong about that. I just haven't seen him around in the open world much. So anyway, yeah, all this sounds great.
Styanax is the one with the balls, right?
Styanax is the Spartan from 300.
Okay, Styanax is the Spartan. Which was the one with the balls? Gyre.
Balls.
Right.
Yeah, Gyre.
Very big brain balls.
Very big brain balls.
Oh, hi, future Leetness.
Hello, future Leetness.
We hope
We
that you're
miss
having
you.
a good day.
We miss you. I love you. Wait,
We did. Remember him when he was on the podcast last week? And we
I
all
do
came
remember.
We were
that's great.
overcome with joy. We nearly had to put a splash guard on Doc's screen.
Yeah,
You should see the underside of my desk. It looks like a fucking cavern.
He just replaced the word. Yeah. Yeah, I got it. Fuck, Masami. Fuck. I got it too late.
That's what she said?
Overcome with joy. That was fucking sneaky. That's good.
Overcome with joy or overjoyed with cum?
Eh.
There you go. That's the stuff. Speaking of cum, what's Omega
Why
up
not
to?
both?
So Omega is still playing, don't tell me, I know what it is.
Come on.
Subnautica,
Yeah, there you go. I knew you had it in you.
above zero. No, below zero. We're all below zero. We're still all below zero.
Are you now?
But yeah. I am, it's probably because the two of you are, I am on the bottom. I mean, I got no problem being on the bottom.
Power bottom. But
Yeah, extremely. Very much so.
I think we went over this.
Tingly.
Yeah, no, I'm good with it. So this game has turned out to be beautiful, and Omega, since last week, you have discovered some things that I think are really fucking cool. For example, training sea monkeys.
Excuse me?
Yeah, so at first when you start playing the game, the sea monkeys will fuck with you, and they'll steal your shit. It's kind of annoying. But then, after a little while, some things happen, and you kind of train them to instead bring you cool shit. So they bring me resources that I need. It's not like a huge influx of resources.
Yeah, it's not OP. It's just nice every now and again.
Yeah, kind of fun.
So yesterday before D&D, we were watching sea monkeys bring Omega lithium. The kind that you need to craft batteries, not the kind that you need for social disorders. But, you know, both would be appreciated in my case.
I have one of those social disorders.
So here's the first room I'm considering.
That's a nice room. Yeah, you got potential for some good views here. For everybody who doesn't already know, Omega is prospecting for a Sirius base. It's going to build a Sirius base.
No.
All your base are belong to us?
Down that direction, we've got some volcanoes, so I can rig up some thermal power.
So thermal power is in this game.
Yes.
Nice.
So powering in here would be quite easy. So this is option one, the tree spires. It's actually not that far, believe it or not, from Marguerite's underwater base from like
Oh, right
the
on.
first day that we were playing.
She seems like the sort of person who would love a neighbor.
But
A sort of reasonable depth, too. Like, you can... I don't know how far the tunnels beneath you go down, but if you were building a base here, you just drop your, whatever it's called, prawn suit.
well, I'm going to continue in the to go deeper towards the other options.
So you can actually see... I just noticed at the top of your screen, that's your truck with all of the modules attached to it and their health bars.
Yep.
I like it.
Everybody loves a good truck.
And I think the over-under is on DE fixing Archon fights, so that it's not just wailing away on an enemy for 10 minutes, or trying to cheese it with Avara.
I mean, D has proven that they're woefully incapable of coming up with mechanical fights. They just so repeatedly fall back on damage attenuation to mitigate how OP everyone is.
The
And
only
sucks.
really cool revised boss fight that they've come up with is the Jackal. That's kind of it. And even that one is damage gating. That's not attenuation, it's just gating. You do a certain amount of damage, the thing becomes invincible, it goes through a phase.
Yeah.
But it's got a lot of pretty lights, so there's that.
So this is the entrance to the area, the second area I'm considering. Crystal Caverns.
It's so pretty. I don't know if crystals are valuable.
Nope, just purely aesthetic.
I'm still not 100% sure on what the main objective of this game is.
There's a storyline that I am following as I do my other things.
Holy shit, that's a big room.
I will say there were 2 massive leviathans in here, and I killed them both. Because, yeah, the
Fuck 'em.
baddest animals on this planet? Nope.
Do they respawn?
Nope.
Okay, well, it's yours
they're
now.
dead. Yeah.
Did you get anything good off of them?
Oh, no, they're just dead.
Man, that's a whole lot of Leviathan meat.
You got some, like, cool little areas like this that could be fun to build a base in. I just get myself stuck in a hole. Alright, forward then.
Whee! Yeah, anyway,
Like,
very pretty.
shit gets deep.
I'm all for building bases at the 1,000-meter mark. Just go a kilometer down, build a base. Cover it with structural integrity panels. I think that was a thing, actually. When in the first game, when you built by the big blue tree, the first module that you built when you went inside was already leaking.
Yeah, if you don't put a platform down first.
That's nuts. Alright, anyway, that was Warframe. Big update coming out. Did they mention on the dev stream when that was gonna come out? When 32.2 is dropping?
Yeah, 2 days.
Oh, sweet. So Wednesday. Nice. Very nice.
Right, here's the area that I'm considering.
That's pretty solid. I mean, I like it.
So, some sort of base ringing this central spire here.
You know, if you built it down, oh, that would... Is this just a pit? This is not actually...
Oh no, there's
Another cave?
There's places to go down here.
Oh, okay. I was just thinking because now they've added the glass dome for the circular structures, so you could get a really nice chandelier view. Or, I mean, it doesn't matter. There are crystals all over this cave. You're probably going to get a nice view wherever you build.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
So this
All right.
area specifically is the next option.
God damn, that's pretty. And it's not just because I obviously love purples. Purples and violets.
Purple is an amazing color. It's very
It's a
soothing to
lovely
the eye.
color. It is. And it complements a lot of stuff, too. Except for green.
It really does. That's why my wife and I's wedding colors were purple and Carolina blue. They go so well together.
I would have, if I were there, I would have suggested purple and magenta, so that you could have like the pink and the softish blue of the violet, and you can just put a whole bunch of stuff next to each other. That really fucks with your retinas.
Yeah, it does.
That's something that you learn. That's something that you play around with if ever you go to a class that teaches color theory or anything like that. It's just like, yeah, let's do this because it really messes with you, especially blue letters on a pink background.
Oh, God.
It's fantastic.
Just fry my fucking eyes out. Jesus.
If you ever have the opportunity to dick around on Brazilian websites, they still do outstanding color. It looks like Web 1.0 on a lot of the personal sites that have a .br domain. It's great. It's great. I love it. But yeah, speaking of things that I love, I do not love what people are apparently doing with Arma 3. Thank you, whoever posted this at the last minute. This is a
You're
interesting
welcome.
read.
I saw that and I was like, I'm not. I've heard you guys talk about Arma 3. I've never played Arma 3, and I was like, maybe Doc will want to talk about this, and I'm glad that I posted it.
So the thing about Arma 3 is that it seems to always be praised for the enormity of its world. Like, you load into a map, the map is enormous. And you can, go places, and there's, terrain and everything like that. It's very realistic in terms of combat and equipment. The only problem with that is that it depends on how many people are on that map with you. You might have a hell of a time trying to find somebody else. It's a big fucking empty world. Also, the graphics look kind of like dog shit. So, whatever. You take the good with the bad. But apparently, Arma 3 developers are fighting against in-game footage being used as war propaganda. And the long and the short of this is, people are recording events in Arma. They're setting up scenarios, they're capturing footage, and then because you can make it look very realistic, especially if you, dip the quality down on the video, add some grain to it, make it look like it came from a GoPro from, 2005, you can apparently, and people have been, pass it off as war footage. And people have been doing this to lie about things that happen in Ukraine specifically.
Oh, that's fucked.
Yeah, so the footage that people capture is occasionally being used as war propaganda. So the developers spent this week trying to combat that with fact checkers.
This is no different than that time that somebody submitted a picture from Red Dead Redemption to like beautiful scenic shots of whatever state she was in for the local news channel, and they put it on the air.
Yeah. Yeah, it's nothing new, people taking things from video games and trying to pass them off as real life. That is so.
The propaganda aspect is certainly interesting, though.
But yeah, this is a whole new dick move. Try to convince people that what's happening in Arma 3 is actually happening in a real war zone. So, Not very cool of these people. Cool of the Arma developers to recognize this and put out a statement that they are working with fact checkers to try and put down, or try to identify the clips that are coming from their games. But yeah, this was
Kind of a shitty thing to do.
It is, but you know, there's a lot of shitty people out there. They'll find ways to do stuff like this. But credit where credit's due. Good for the Arma developer. Bohemia Interactive.
Bohemia.
A Bohemia.
Well,
Ooh.
I just want to say real quick, and while knocking on all of the wood around my desk,
At least you said your desk.
yeah, well,
Not your desk.
well, I mean, I said all around. That doesn't that may imply other things as well.
Yeah.
But
Are you sure you wouldn't get your thighs instead?
yeah, well, I have been told that my legs look like tree trunks. But
I
anywho,
thought Masami was just being overly generous about the size of your enormous schlong.
no, remember, Doc, acorn penis.
Acorn Club. What?
Represent.
Mighty Oaks.
Yeah. So I threw your footage up on screen, Zero. You're actually playing.
Yes.
Warcraft.
I am actually in the Dragon Isles. I was surprised that I only got disconnected once while trying to get here.
I was so fucking pissed off. We were gonna have this whole thing tonight where you're gonna be sitting in a queue, and I was gonna keep on going back to you. I was looking forward to that all day.
Yeah, I know. I was looking forward to it as well. And Blizzard actually, the one time Blizzard has a decent launch, but it is not without controversy, or not without some issues, because apparently the boats and zeppelins that were supposed to get you here were not spawning in at 6 o'clock Eastern when they were supposed to. And when I say not spawning in, like the characters that were supposed to tell you when the Zeppelin or boat was supposed to arrive were not spawning into the game. People who would, when the Zeppelins or boats would show up, people would walk onto them and immediately get DC'd. Which actually that did happen to me the first time I got on one of the Zeppelins. I got on the Zeppelin, literally stepped onto the Zeppelin, and hard crashed all the way back out to the title screen. And then I logged back in and have not had a problem since, knocking on all of the wood.
Don't forget your head. Thank you.
You're welcome. I aim to please. But
I enjoyed the echoing sound.
Yes, I know. If I opened my mouth, it would actually have tone. But it's run fairly smooth. They did increase the level cap from 60 to 70. Somebody has already hit 70. 2.5 hours in at 8:30 Eastern, somebody has already hit 70. I don't see the point in that. I'm going to enjoy this content. So it's going to take me the better part of probably a week to get one character to max level, because I am going through it all. But I'm glad that this is here. I'm glad that it's been a fairly uneventful launch. But it seems it's very pretty. My network latency is good. I'm running at 165 to 170 frames per second. All of my add-ons are working perfectly, so
the real question is what entity did Blizzard sacrifice the untold blood of probably too many people to pull this off?
You think they got red shirt guy?
Oh yeah, they definitely got red shirt guy. Oh, they definitely got red shirt guy.
Rip red shirt guy. I liked you. I love your clip.
So, but yeah, no, it's really nice. It's definitely a departure from Shadowlands. It is. You don't have to go through a massive opening sequence just to get to um starting the content. They literally just drop you right in.
Oh,
Ow.
that's so cute. Wait, did you just help that thing? Was it
I
trapped
just
up in the air?
dropped that river beast on top of myself. That did
Aw.
not feel good.
But he's so cute.
It is. Sorry, that was a river beast matriarch.
Ah, queen.
Queen. Yas queen. Yas.
Queen.
All hail the queen.
This is oh god, I forgot where you were going, and now that I know where you went, I'm sad that I didn't recognize it sooner.
Knuckles is still the admin bot of our server, by the way. In case anybody forgot. Still has that designated group of click, 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 click.
He knows the way.
He does. He's been guiding us for years. It's a good time. Alright, anything else pretty about WoW?
Don't know. Next week I will have a full review.
Back to Subnautica! Oh,
You
wait a
missed the
minute, that's not
Leviathan.
one. Oh, god damn it.
There was lots of running.
That's okay. I'm sure there will be more. Wow, you're deep.
What
Yeah,
she said. Ah.
Wait a minute, is it below you?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, totally. He's trying to get. He knows where you are. Oh, he's real mad. Oh man, you just made me remember the Tarzan song from the late '90s or early '90s, rather.
Yeah, Tarzan. So, fun story. There's a professional wrestler who uses that as his intro music. His name is Jungle Boy.
What a refined gentleman.
This.
So yeah, I want to go down there and make a base, potentially.
Gotcha.
If I'm going for the most extreme place, it's down there. And here's the thing: I don't think the Leviathans will attack a structure.
Only one way to find out.
Get after it.
He's just real ornery, and I can't even get down there without him fucking coming after me.
Is he ornery because of his medulla oblongata?
Yep. He got a really little one.
That's a reference right there.
Yeah,
Is
it
that-
is. Isn't it?
What '90s reference is that?
What a boy.
Waterboy.
Oh god. Okay. Because I know I saw the trailer. And that was definitely in it.
You can do it.
That was a really fun movie.
I was also in it.
The Leviathan is actually angry because he's got all them teeth and no toothbrush.
It's true.
I guess that'll do it, yeah. Alright, wait, what else was there? Oh, there was a follow-up from last week. I'm gonna do this quick follow-up from last week. We discussed how Bob Iger is back in charge of Disney. So,
Welcome back,
yeah,
Bob.
he's returned as the CEO of Disney. He's been CEO for 47 years, and goddamn it, he's gonna be CEO for another 47. So, Disney was previously on a hiring freeze when his predecessor left. That guy, I don't even remember his name. Who can say?
Bob Chapek.
Yeah, we'll go with that. That sounds right. So the hiring freeze is still on. There's been a rumor for the past 20 years that Disney is going to merge with Apple. That's very unlikely. I was going to say that's not going to happen. I don't know that's not going to happen, but it's extremely unlikely. and they're not interested in purchasing any larger corporations. Not interested in merging anything into their fold. So yeah, Bob is just sort of... He's just sort of back there. He's offering stability. Shares stabilized.
Now,
And we have... Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry, there was talks of potential layoffs. That was not mentioned. It does have to be stated that those layoffs were not mentioned at all,
right.
because Bob wants to do what he said was a full market analysis of their holdings to make sure before he makes any decisions on any type of hiring or firing.
Yeah. So yeah, that's the next, obviously the next big thing that Disney is looking forward to is in December, and that's when Avatar 2 comes out. Avatar: The Way of Water. So we'll see. The first Avatar, I think, broke all the box office records.
They keep re-releasing it to keep it making money.
Yeah, and James Cameron has done that twice. He broke all box office records with Titanic, and then he broke all box office records with Avatar. So let's see if he can do it with a follow-up, with a sequel.
I'm still cynical about it. Like, yeah, it broke all the records, and it was, a monumental achievement, masterpiece, whatever, blah, blah, blah. Nobody remembered.
It was like nobody had ever seen Pocahontas before.
But when it was done, nobody remembered the movie. Nobody ever talks about Avatar and how great it was. It's never, looked back on as this hallmark. It's almost like it was more of a amazing tech demonstration.
It launched Zoe Saldana's career. Everybody remembers Sam Worthington, America's most boringest actor.
I mean, listen, I'm sure the sequel will be beautiful and grandiose.
The reason I'm laughing there is not because Sam Worthington is a boring actor. I actually enjoy him, but he's not American. He's very much Australian. Sigourney Weaver was in it.
Hey. Can't go wrong with Sigourney.
No, she's a treasure. She played an ornery old scientist who said fuck a bunch of times. That was disconcerting. I don't think I'd ever heard her swear before that movie. I don't know what time WALL-E, or no, it wasn't WALL-E. It was Finding Nemo, where she was the voice on the PA of the aquarium. I'm pretty sure that was her. I'm not sure when that film came out, but yeah, I feel like that was what I watched directly in front of Avatar. That was very much a different role. Anyway, Avatar also had that guy who played the Colonel, who was really mean, and we all wanted him dead. And then later he went on to be in a movie about being blind, and he was in a house, and kids tried to rob from him, and they discovered that he was turkey basting a girl in his basement. Go watch the movie. It's real fucked up.
What?
Yeah, that's a joke, not a joke.
Oh my god.
That's something.
Well then, that is definitely something.
From a story perspective, though, it's kind of cool because it's like the old switch around. You start feeling like, oh, these kids are fucking scum. They're picking on this blind man, and they're trying to rob from him, taking advantage of his handicap, and then you find out that he's kind of a piece of shit. So yeah, good story switcheroo there. And I'm just talking about movies now because I wanted to get to the real bread and butter of conversation, which is obviously Judge Dredd. Dredd 2 with Carl Urban is back in development. I was happy when you posted this. I think it was Omega.
Oh, God, I'm so excited. That movie was so awesome.
It's going to be fun.
Dredd was a great, just to briefly recap Dredd, the first movie that had Carl Urban with it, I think it was 2012. It was a fantastic fucking movie because it was an action movie in the same vein as Die Hard. They are trapped in a building. They have to keep moving in the building or they die. There are different obstacles and different problems to overcome on each floor, and they are trying to get to the very top to kill the big bad. That's about as diehard as you can get in terms of just plot mechanics, but they really fucking sold it. And also, a lot of respect went out to Karl Urban at the time, which he deserved, because he kept the helmet on the whole fucking time. There's none of this actor vanity shit. At no point was he like, no, I have to show, I think he's also Australian. I have to show my face. Shrimp on the Barbie.
Oh.
Dingo ate your baby. No, whatever. He did a fucking
reference.
fantastic job. He did a fucking fantastic job playing Judge Dredd in the first Dredd. I guess you could call it a reboot since the original Sylvester Stallone movie in the 1980s. And yeah, if they're going to do a second Dredd movie, I'm all for it. I just hope that they don't try to do something stupid.
Wait, did you say when did the first Dredd movie come out? Did you say?
I thought it was Sylvester Stallone's in the 1980s. I'm not 100%.
I think it was 92 or 93.
Yeah, it was
92?
92.
Yeah.
Okay. It definitely had Rob Schneider in it.
95. Ooh, I was close.
Damn, all right, so I was off.
I mean,
Anyway,
I
yeah,
love
fucking
I love
fantastic.
watching absolutely terrible movies, and the original Judge Dredd is one of those terrible movies that I enjoy watching.
Oh, it's a great movie.
It is a great movie. It's one of those. It's.
I am the law.
I am the law.
I am the law.
Oh wait. There was an even better one. There was Sylvester Stallone and the main bad guy arguing back and forth, and Sylvester Stallone's like, "You broke the law," and the other guy's like, "Law." Oh my god.
God, I love it.
It was. So, but that's the thing. It was a bad. We say it was a bad movie. It wasn't a bad movie. It was a schlocky, over the top movie, and it was supposed to be. It fully knew that it was, and it was fun, despite Rob Schneider being in it. Sorry, I hate that man. But yeah, it is.
I think Rob Schneider hates Rob Schneider.
Probably, yeah.
Like, Rob Schneider dreams of being Gilbert Godfrey. I have this thought in my head.
Who do you think is more, Masami, who do you think is more handsome, Rob Schneider or Gilbert Godfrey?
Gilbert Godfrey, because he's actually tolerable.
Yeah, I mean, he's like squinting nonstop, but maybe that's just because the world is so bright and he can see so much.
I mean, you're so brilliant.
Radiant, even. Gilbert Godfrey telling the aristocrats joke at the roast of whoever right after 9/11. That's still one of my favorite comedy moments ever.
Did a pretty good rendition of it.
Well, it's a Tennyson bit, wasn't it?
The aristocrats. It's a very old joke. It's no
It
one's
is.
bit. It's everyone's bit.
It's the responsibility of any great comedian, if they tell that joke, to do better than the person before them. Better is highly subjective, but that is really one of the cornerstones, I think, of comedy.
I think one of you guys shared the Saget version.
Bob Saget, yeah.
Saget's Aristocats is amazing.
Oh man. Alright, so anyway. There had been rumors that there was going to be a sequel to Judge Dredd, or that there was even going to be a mini-series based off the 2012 movie. But all of that went dark. Nobody heard anything about it until recently, and according to Giant Freakin' Robot, which sounds like a news reporting website with journalistic integrity, they say their trusted and proven sources will let them report that Dredd 2 is moving forward with Karl Urban. So this is very much something that is in development. There's no release date. Nobody's talking about anything like that. But yeah, the onus now is to live up to the first movie by either going in a different direction and still having kick-ass action elements, or doing something relatively the same, expanding on what has already been taking place in the movie. Who's to say what this will turn into? But fucking great. It's one movie that I don't mind a sequel to. And just more Carl Urban in general. Gosh, he's fantastic. If you haven't watched The Boys, watch The Boys.
I've seen enough of that to appreciate, although I like Carl Urban pretty much in anything. I don't think there's anything I haven't enjoyed that has Carl Urban in it.
You know what? His weakest role was actually in Lord of the Rings. He was not hitting full stride as.
No, he was kind of just taking bit parts at that point, really.
Yeah, but the weird thing about that, oh no, you're right. That was afterwards. After Lord of the Rings, he did Doom with Rock the Johnson Dwayne, and he was he was excellent in Doom.
The Johnson Rock. Sorry,
Dwayne.
Rock the Johnson. Rock. Damn it! Damn it! Bitch. I'm gonna be singing that shit all night. By the way, I hope you know if that shit gets stuck in my wife's head, one of you two is gonna pay.
Hey,
I mean, what? I'm gonna be proud as fuck of myself.
Yeah, you would be.
So how's that schedule of the Christmas movies going?
I really appreciate you sending me that. Honestly, I am not even gonna lie.
Which ones are you on?
I have not watched any of them, thank you. She understands and she does not like it when I am out there watching the Hallmark movies with her, because I say two words, or not two words, but two main sentences every time I watch it. Isn't it cute how they fall in love at the end?
Well, yeah,
and it irritates the shit out of her because she's like, but that ruins the romanticalness of it all. And that's exactly how she says it. And I'm like, yes, but and I throw up air quotes, romanticalness of it all is so forced that it hurts.
Future Leetness, I would like you to remember the term romantical. Thank you. Please and thank you.
That's my wife's word. She has used it quite frequently since we've been together.
I'm surprised that one of us hasn't used it. Honestly,
well, I expect it to be used all the time now.
Oh man, yeah. Well, I mean, it's a Hallmark movie. What the hell are you going in there for anyway? It's basically like eating Cheetos. You know that it's gonna taste great, and you know that at a certain point you're gonna be done with the bag and you're gonna hate yourself.
Oh my god!
Then come the cheesy shits.
What? Why? Why do you do this? Why do you get into my head, and then kind of go in there with like a wooden spoon and just stir shit around?
Because it's fun.
Yeah. Also, I bet you're never going to eat Cheetos the same way again.
No, I'm not. I'm no longer going to eat them anally.
They're no longer suppositories for you?
Nope, no longer suppositories.
You're gonna Martha Stewart a bag of spicy Cheetos. That's great.
Oh no. I have. It was funny. One of my friends goes, "These Cheetos are so hot," and I sat there and ate an entire bag and hated myself afterwards because they didn't burn going in, but God bless, they burned coming out.
Did they though? I mean, I tried them for the first time a couple weeks ago, and since then I've had a small bag, not a regular bag, just a small bag of them. It was fine. Everything was fine.
The spicy,
the super spicy Cheetos, the ones with the chili pepper dust or whatever it is.
I mean, they're not like super.
Are you
spicy.
talking like the Flamin' Hot Cheetos, or is there like a new one?
the Flamin' Hot.
Oh, yeah, those are. I mean, they're not that bad.
They're like wasabi. They're not even on the same scale as wasabi peas.
Oh God, wasabi peas.
Wasabi peas are great.
Wasabi peas are good. Again, that's another one of those things where I eat it and then hours later it's like, oh God, the poops. The poops, they hurt.
Das poops.
I empathize and no gallbladder.
Yes. Yes, that is exactly why the poops hurt.
Or why sometimes liquid flows.
Yes.
The
That was
spice
me
must
Saturday.
flow.
That was me Saturday night. By the way, it was not a good time.
Oh, we've got this great little quote unquote steakhouse near us, and my wife looked at me tonight and she goes, "Do you want to go?" And I was, because normally she doesn't like request that we go, but she said tonight, we were going to the store and she wanted to go, and I was like, "Okay, we'll go there." I know how it goes afterwards. Well, it didn't hit her this time; it hit me while we were in the store, and I was like, "Okay, well, nope, this isn't gonna end well." And it didn't end well at all.
I'm immersed in Subnautica Below Zero right now. Anyway, they're not that bad. I saw actually a cooking video where some dude just took a bag of them, the Flamin' Hots, and just crushed them up, made them into dust, and used them to coat something that was in batter before he deep fried it. And I thought, that's an interesting idea.
It's not that spicy. It's like
No, it isn't. It's not that bad.
Commercial product spicy. That's kind of spicy. It's not bad.
There's flames on the bag though. That makes it hotter, right?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, it's good. As a spicy food enjoyer, I don't gatekeep spicy foods, but there's not much base level consumer stuff like that is actually what I would consider spicy. Any of the Doritos, any of the Cheeto flavors. Like, until you get into the stuff that's trying to fuck you up, like the ghost pepper shit, that stuff's spicy for sure.
I would actually, though, like to use it as a coating. I'm sure I could come up with something to use it as coating for. Just once. Probably wouldn't. It probably wouldn't be the greatest idea. But I'd like to try it. Alright, well, good times. See, Masami, we beat the clock. Beat that clock so hard.
Giggity.
Oh, and we had a lovely D&D session the other day. We had a surprise session. Which also, future Leetness, I hope you're listening to, whatever it is that we did. What did we do? We burned a house down.
We fought the house. And then we burned it.
Yep.
Fuck that
Yes,
house.
the audio has been delivered unto the Leetness for his listening pleasure. But yes, I'm very impressed with your timeliness. It is
Where's-
timely.
Auditory arousal.
That is a word.
Yes. Not sure it was used correctly, but it is in fact a word.
Have power.
You have power?
Power.
Omega hopped in chat that day and said, I've been drinking, and all I heard in my head was, bros don't let bros drink alone. So I was like, fuck. And then I went and I got my booze. But yeah, I didn't get drunk over my Thanksgiving weekends. I didn't even ask the Thanksgivings what food people were eating, what food people enjoyed.
We lots of turkey. God, so much turkey.
Deep fried or cooked? Roasted?
Roasted.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Delicious turkey.
And then actually, sorry, my father-in-law smoked a turkey. And that was good.
See, that's pretty sweet.
I heard that as smote, not smoked, and it was still great.
It's almost the same thing.
It is almost the same thing.
Smote is like the instant roasters that people used to buy, where you just drop it in the machine and it's like an entire turkey roasted in 10 minutes. It's like, that's one long ass smite.
Alrighty though, kids, it is about time for me to scuttle off.
Yeah, we should end the podcast so that I can keep on watching Omega play some Mahaka. So that's a good idea.
If I didn't have a thing, I would absolutely be doing the same thing.
Oh man! All right, so yeah, GG's everybody. Thank you everybody on Twitch. Thank you for coming along and listening to the Church of Chonkwij. And we'll be back same time, same place next week. Penis, penis. Fuck Putin. Fuck Winnie the Pooh. Fuck him.